Lisa always found comfort in her nightly routine. After a long day at work, the bathroom became her sanctuary. The old heater, the rhythmic swish of her toothbrush, and the warm glow of the small light above the mirror were part of her winding down ritual. Tonight seemed no different. The bathroom light buzzed faintly as she turned it on, casting soft, warm hues across the white tiles. She stared at herself in the mirror, noting how tired she looked. Another long day, she muttered, picking up her toothbrush and toothpaste. The mirror fogged slightly from her warm breath as she leaned in to brush her teeth. For a moment, her reflection seemed normal. Just a tired woman going through the motions, but as she brushed, she caught something out of the corner of her eye, a flicker, faint but unmistakable. She paused mid-stroke, her toothbrush frozen in her hand. The flicker didn't come from behind her, it came from the mirror itself. Lisa squinted, leaning closer to the glass. It must have been her imagination, she thought. Maybe the light bulb was on its last legs. Shrugging it off, she resumed brushing, focusing on the fresh taste of mint in her mouth. But the unease lingered. Her reflection fell. Different, like it wasn't quite her. She rinsed her mouth. She glanced at the mirror again. This time, her reflection seemed off. Just slightly delayed. When she moved her arm to put down the toothbrush, her mirrored arm hesitated for the briefest moment before following suit. Her breath caught in her throat. It's just stress, she whispered, trying to reassure herself. But when she spoke, her reflection didn't. Lisa froze. Her mirrored self stared back with unblinking eyes and parted lips, as though mocking her fear. Slowly, the corners of its mouth twisted upward into an unnaturally wide smile. Her chest tightened. She backed away from the mirror, the tiles cold under her bare feet. Her trembling fingers fumbled for the bathroom light switch, and with a flick, the room plunged into darkness. But darkness didn't bring safety. The faint glow of moonlight filtered through the small bathroom window, illuminating the mirror just enough for Lisa to see it. Her reflection was still there, standing in the darkness. Grinning, she turned to leave, her heart pounding so hard it felt like it might burst. The hallway beyond the bathroom offered little comfort, its shadows stretching unnaturally long. As she stepped into her bedroom, she felt a chill. Not just in the air, but deep in her bones, like the space around her was closing in. She reached for her bedside lamp, her fingers trembling as she turned it on. Soft yellow light filled the room, but it didn't bring the relief she'd hoped for. From behind her, in the darkness of the hallway, came a faint, almost playful whisper, "You forgot to say goodnight." Lisa's stomach dropped. She turned slowly, her body stiff with fear. The bathroom door was wide open. The mirror inside seemed darker now, its surface no longer reflecting the light. Instead, it seemed to ripple like the surface of a still pond, shadows swirling within. And then, stepping out of the mirror, came her reflection. Its grin was impossibly wide, stretching ear to ear, teeth too sharp, too white. Its eyes glowed faintly like embers. Its movements were jerky, almost mechanical. It stood there, tilting its head, mimicking her posture like a grotesque puppet. Lisa stumbled back, her knees hitting the edge of the bed. "This isn't real. This isn't real," she whispered, tears streaming down her face. Her reflection cocked its head, then took a slow, deliberate step forward. Its voice was soft, a distorted echo of her own. "I've been waiting so long, Lisa." She scrambled backward onto the bed, her hand searching for anything to defend herself. "You're not me," she screamed. The figure stopped, its grin fading into a scowl. "Not yet," a hiss before lunging toward her. And then the light bulb in her room shattered, plunging everything into darkness. When her neighbors found her the next morning, the bedroom was in disarray. The mirror in the bathroom was shattered, its shards scattered across the floor. Lisa was gone, but on the wall above her bed, written in long, jagged strokes of what looked like soot, were the words, "Say goodnight."